So hello. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and also support my small business at LittlMermaid.com. So y'all, we gotta talk about the woke. I know. Okay, so we got this whole little controversy going on with the Little Mermaid, okay? Going on with the Little Mermaid, where people are complaining, giving it I think now it's at like 570,000 dislikes on YouTube. Apparently there's some kind of widget that you can get so you can see certain things and it allows you to, pretty much customize what you see, even though they took that off. And so many people gave this movie a thumbs down just from the trailer. That ain't the Ariel I knew, so everyone's saying it's woke and all that. One, before I even get into that, we got people saying this chick, Halle Bailey, is Halle Berry. I don't even know how that happened. Oh man, Halle Berry, you in this movie? You look different. Because it is a different person. Okay, so let's not even talk about that. I was like, okay, y'all just reaching. What's she doing being Little Mermaid, y'all? Come on, let's think, please. All right. So we got this whole thing. People saying, oh, it's too woke. There's no black mermaids. And newsflash, there's no mermaids at all. Next. And then they're like, oh, but she got red hair and black people don't have red hair. Yeah, they do. Next. I'm just like, okay, what do we do? Just say you're racist and let's move on. Okay? Because this is how this whole woke thing is going. You have people who see anyone that's black. I'm not even going to just put in persons of color or colored people. I'm not even doing that. Anyone who's black, someone got a problem with. Just say you're a racist and you don't like black people and let's just keep it moving. Okay? Because that's really what this boils down to. Okay? Oh, I don't like the color of her skin. Ooh, too woke. Ooh, her hair is red. Ooh, it looks like too woke. What? No, you just don't like black people, yo. Just say it. I'd have more respect for you if you just straight up said, yo, I don't like it because it has black people in it. Don't say, oh, it's woke. Nah, just say you're a racist and let's keep it moving, So, I got a couple little notes here. So we got this whole thing where it's like, then you have some people that's like, oh, why can't it be a tranny, a trans person in here or something? And I'm like, why can't it just be a black female in here that's playing Ariel? Was the original, Disney's version of Ariel, was that a transgendered person? Well, no. Okay, so why does this one have to be? Why can't we just swap the race? Really, with Ariel, nothing depended on her race. That's the thing. You can make her Chinese for all I care. Make her Native American. I don't care. What would be the difference? So it really has no difference to it. It's not like this is Martin Luther King. You're changing them, or Rosa Parks and you're making them white. This is not a historical figure. So that's my main thing. I'm like, well, what's the problem? And the thing also is this. White people, I don't know how they don't know this or understand this, but whatever. But white people have been in the forefront since forever. Since you brought black people, you complain, oh, is it black people in my stuff? It's black people. Well, you the one who brought us from Africa. So this is all on y'all that we're here. Okay. But whatever. That's a whole different thing. Anyways. But this is my thing. You're mad that black people are in these films. Meanwhile, you guys have been in every film. There are films where it's almost entirely white, if not completely white, where when I say completely, no black people, even no colored folks are in the background at all. Nothing but white people. Well, check out some of them earlier Hallmark ones. You'll see what I'm talking about, and some of these other movies as well. I mean, it's nothing but white people. Oh, we're in the ancient Roman times and ain't no lick of black anywhere. No, it was no black people anywhere. Okay. But we in 1940s. Where the black people at? well, black people didn't exist. What? So it's like y'all don't want to see black people in anything, but y'all have been in everything. You swap someone, even if they made this, I feel like if they even made it, let's say it was an Asian person, let's say it was an Indian person, okay? Ooh, well, y'all doing this. Oh yeah, like what they did with Miss Marvel, but I think she was, and they were saying, oh, well, y'all putting too much of that Muslim stuff in here. Y'all doing, then don't watch. No one's forcing you to watch this. If your racism is getting in the way of you enjoying a movie, just don't watch it. Just don't watch it. Don't watch it. Don't comment on it. As simple as that. That's all you got to do. But that's the problem. They always want to say something. You know what I mean? Because if you made this an Indian person, oh, well, Indian people, they don't like water. Then they'll start making up anything. You know what I mean? Oh, they don't like water. Well, that ain't the Ariel I knew. That's just going to be one thing after the next. So it's like, for black in particular, you just don't want to see black folks. Okay, that's all it is. All right. Anything that has a black person in there, oh, it's too woke. If it's a female empowerment thing, oh, it's too woke. I will go back to that point though. All right. I seen people were saying, oh, Ariel's black, she ghetto. And then they started talking in like Ebonics or whatever. Oh, she hood. She gonna be in the hood. They ain't gonna have those little trident things. They gonna have guns down there. Ooh, she hood. What? Okay. So I guess every black person is just ghetto and born in the hood and poor and living on welfare, even though white people have that more so than blacks. Oh, but I'm sorry. We're not using factual or logic anymore. Okay. Anyways, so it's like another thing is like this. You're mad that people are race swapping a fictional character. Oh, you do realize Ariel's not real, right? Ariel's not a real character, y'all. You guys are getting mad because a fake character is being race swapped. Now, this is for diversity purposes. Okay, there have been other times where, some people would complain about a race swap just because it would be completely unnecessary. But y'all, this is a fictional character that has always been one way and no other way ever, So I get it. I've heard blackwashing. Don't even know what that is. That makes no sense. Doesn't even hold up to the same kind of definition of whitewashing. So that's a non-issue. But yeah, so another thing that got me, it's this whole woke thing that people talk about and they say, oh, well, having a woman there as well. No. So, and I even seen a meme, not a meme, but it was a little post about it in terms of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Okay. So you may be like, okay, what does Avatar: The Last Airbender have to do with the Little Mermaid? Hear me out. So we look at the character of Toph. For people who know, I'll try to put a picture up. For people who know, y'all know, Toph is, I believe, 12 years old. She's completely blind. She's an earthbender. And she's a bad you know what. Okay. She is really good. She's an earthbending master. And she's the one who actually taught Aang how to earthbend. And in the very last episode of it, we seen him use what she taught him. Not just regular earthbending, but the first time we got introduced to Toph. Okay. She obviously, like I said, is blind. But not only that, so how she senses it with the earth, but she has to be extra aware. Okay. And her senses are heightened because she is blind as well. So she's able to kind of pull. And we got to see it like in black and white. It was this cool look. And then we seen that the same way on the last episode. Ozai, he was going to go and get Aang, going to do the boom boom on him, going to try to kill him, really. And then he stopped and he felt that movement that tracked right back to with Toph. Okay. Toph, like I said, is a tough girl. She's blind, she's disabled, but she is 100% tough. There was never a need to be like, oh, well, I'm a girl, so, I gotta do this. I gotta fend for myself. It was never any of that. She just happened to be a female who just happened to be blind. Okay. But she didn't use that as a crutch. She didn't use that as a disability. Okay. So this is what I mean. So if you are going to say woke, because this is a female who's disabled, who is leading, and she beats about, I would say, almost every single opponent that she has faced. Yeah, she had some rough parts when she had to metal bend her way out and stuff like that. So I'll give about 95%. They said 90, but I'll say about 95%. Okay. So yes, she's a very tough individual. Okay. But no one had a problem with that. Okay. If she was black, would you guys still not have a problem with that? I don't think so. I think people would have probably been like, oh man, and y'all with that. This was before all the woke. But if it was coming out now, you'd be, man, y'all with that woke stuff, y'all with that woke. No, it's not a problem when the white person has it, but it is with a black person. You know what I mean? So if you're going to say woke, at least use it in the proper context, or give me some good examples if you're going to do anything. One, I haven't used the term woke, but whatever. But one, looking at the movie Captain Marvel, for example, which was, I wouldn't say it's a snooze fest, but it really wasn't that good. The structure was off, whatever. Very often throughout the movie, they tried to give her like this whole female empowerment thing, as opposed to just treating a male like a male and a female like a female. Both of them just human. You know what I mean? It was always like, well, you gotta treat me like a woman. You know what I mean? I can't just be a female. I have to be treated exactly like that. You know what I mean? So I have to, I have to go the extra mile just to prove myself. I have to do this. I have to do that. And I get it in real life, this happens. But we're talking about fictional characters, y'all. Okay. So if you were going to say anything about her, yeah, I could see that. If you say it about her, not the actress herself, but I'm talking about the character, because yeah, her character, it was kind of getting on my nerves too. It was like, okay, here we go. It's like, yeah, because I'm a woman and and it was like, okay, can we just cut a little bit of this stuff out? So if you were to say that about her character, yeah, that 100% would make 100% of sense. You know what I mean? Because that's what her character was. But I feel like if you were to even make her black, that would have been just an extra thing. And it's like, just because the person's black does not automatically make it woke. Just because a person is a female does not automatically make it woke. It's all of how the person is portrayed and what they're doing, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like I said, with Toph, happened to be a female, she was disabled, but it wasn't a quote unquote woke thing that's going on, because none of them were used as like an empowerment or a crutch that was going on. In the Captain Marvel, it was exactly that. It was actually used as that, so I could see that, Also, when you have a female, main character or whatever the case may be, yes, they do want to give her a love interest or whatnot. In this instance, Toph did not have one. Obviously, in Ariel, it is going to have one, unless they switch something around. They may switch it around or something, but they are going to do that because that's just what the story is. That's literally the whole point of all of this, So this whole thing, to kind of sum it up a little bit, with woke, it seems like a lot of the issues are just because they're black, and that's it. It's only, oh, well, they're black, so y'all with y'all agenda, with y'all black agendas, which I would love to know. Give me that book, because I don't know what agenda people have by just wanting to be a little bit more diverse on a group of people that have been so terribly treated, and it's still systematically everything. We've just been treated terribly, horribly forever, and it still happens now, and to give people a little bit of diversity, give people a little light, I don't really see what the problem is. Yes, this country has a vast majority, it has a vast diversity of many people, but the problem is this: it has, and if all this stuff continues, and seeing how it was over 500,000, it will continue to be a mainly black and white issue until people realize we're just people. Okay, we just want to see ourselves on the screen. Okay, we get tired of seeing, Billy and Dustin and, Bob on the screen all the time. We want to see somebody else. We want to see someone that actually looks like us. We want to see people who have similarities to us, so our kids could see it, so our niece could see it, whatever the case may be, so I could see it. Okay, we want to see some representation. I don't see that is really a difficult ask, considering how many black people are in the US, how many black people buy, into the superheroes, into, the Disney princesses and all that kind of stuff. Like, what was it? 2009 is when they made Princess and the Frog. Why did that take so long? So it's like now they're trying to do it, and then you guys are crapping on it. You guys are mad because there's a black person on screen, because that's not the Ariel I knew. And Ariel ain't real, y'all. It ain't real. It ain't real. Let me repeat again. It ain't real. Just swapping people around. I can see it in certain circumstances, but this ain't real, y'all. Like, one, for example, Charm. I loved it. My favorite show of all time, actually. They were all white, mostly white people, except for Daryl. But they were all white. They were all sisters. Okay. Then in this remake that I didn't watch, but I did look at it a little bit, did a little bit of reading on it. That one chick that looked mixed, one that looked white, and one that looked white, but one that kind of looked like she could have been something else. You know what I mean? And, I was looking at them, and they're supposed to be sisters or something. I'm like, that don't make sense, y'all. Stepsister. I'm like, okay, y'all just adding stuff in there just to add it in there, because that doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? But if it was something like that, fine. But with this, I don't really see there being a problem really at all with any of this. Those are my thoughts and opinions. And until then.